Jump in my 6'4" and let the top dine. Trunk hitting hard when I swing through H-time. Cup full of oil and an orange kush sweet. Cause this is how we do it in that 713. My candy red paint cocked up on foe. Shocking and body rocking cause the south side ho. DJ Screw got me falling asleep. This is how we do it in that 713.
Welcome to Sports with Balls. Here are your hosts, Jeff Michael, Lauren Leal, and Grant Miles.
Put them headphones on. Put them headphones on, boy. What's up, what's up? 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top. Oh, you know, listen.
Are we literally on right now?
We're live, baby.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, we're on.
Oh, okay.
I know you're not ready. So
No, I wasn't.
As usual,
But it's
Grant
all good.
ain't ready.
Shit, I'm always
Now,
ready,
listen.
man.
Do you know, last
ready to
night,
blow your mind.
I went and karaoke last night.
Like, where at?
At Glitter Karaoke, man. I went and
Oh, you did it.
I did. I sang It Takes Two by
that,
Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock.
It takes two to make.
Yeah,
I like
you
that
know the song.
Oh,
Yeah, I
hell
tried,
yeah,
man.
know
I
that
tried,
song.
but you know, karaoke's different. Like it's hard to when you're karaokeing, you're trying to read what they're like. It's not in your ear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you can't hear it, so
Yeah.
it's difficult to go like that. But yeah, I tried to karaoke
I'm
last
not
night.
a karaoke dude.
I can't see you karaokeing at all, bro.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
country music, maybe.
Country? Why country?
You got that deep ass voice.
Nah, I don't have anything. I don't.
all right,
damn
all
right. I don't have. I don't have
Yeah.
anything to complain about.
Listen, welcome y'all. 7 o'clock Sports with Balls. We're here at Christian's Tailgate on Kirby.
Man, we are
51
for real going live right now.
We are. What do you mean? Why do you think we're not live?
I don't know, cause we. So just let people know, you know, behind the curtain a little bit. Like we sit down, we mic test, we speak, you know, we do all
Johnny?
that. We just kind of like, I wasn't even ready, man.
Johnny said that we were live, and then you know, what's up, Robert Guerrero, Ron Kicks, Somali, how are you?
Oh, Robert's
Appreciate it.
on.
Sorry that
What's up,
we're
Robert?
missing one of our.
What's her name?
Leo?
Lori.
Lori? Leo?
Lori. Yeah.
Lauren.
There you go.
Lauren.
Lauren. That
Lauren
was it.
Lil.
That's
Lauren
it. I
Lil.
forgot.
She apparently had
She literally had better things to do this time.
literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was joking last time. She was for real. had
Labor
better
Day.
things to do.
Labor Day got to Lauren, so
Yeah, it did.
yeah.
But
we're
we
not
missed
there.
her though.
All good. Yeah, we're here. So we got a bunch of things going on. We're here with you guys till 8 o'clock, man. NFL starts this coming up Thursday.
Hold on just a second.
Uh-oh.
Where are we?
I already said that. Best hamburger joint. The best hamburger joint in Houston. It says it on the wall like four years running. Christian's
That's
Tailgate
crazy, dude.
on Kirby. 5114 Kirby. We're here.
Good.
And true story, Grant said that he's paying for your first drink if you get up here by
For real,
8
look.
o'clock.
You come in here and you say, "I'm here because of Sports with Balls. I'll pay for your first drink."
Yeah.
No
and
doubt.
we did a tequila shot. What was that, Johnny?
I don't know what it was, but it was dangerous.
What is it? Espolo. We did an Espolo shot. So if the show
That
gets a little
woke me
crazy,
up.
you know, it is what it is.
That
But
woke me up.
thank y'all for tuning in. I know you, hopefully everybody was safe for Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you guys had a good time. We did.
What's up, Gyro?
I relaxed in my son starts school tomorrow. First time, kindergartner in the house.
Oh, nice.
Wicked. Yeah, I got to get up and do
So
all
is
that.
he actually going to school?
Yes, I have to drive him to school tomorrow morning.
And he's going to be masked up and have it like, have you seen
Well, he
how-
asked, Dad, do I have to wear a mask? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. But had to go, listen, let me tell you something. I am going to down Walmart for a minute. If you don't wear a mask in
Be
Walmart, listen,
Be careful.
you should wear a mask in Walmart regardless if it's warranted or not. That place is ridiculous, man. They had opened up it was a nightmare in there for school supplies. But anyways,
Oh, I
some of
can't
y'all
even
know
imagine.
that. Some of y'all know that.
I cannot imagine Walmart when it comes to that.
Dimitri, what's up, D? D's watching. Appreciate you.
Dimitri, what's up?
I know.
What's happening, man?
All right, so
That's
couple
who
of
needs
things.
to come out. Next time we come, I want to see Dimitri, man.
You want to
I
see
ain't seen
Dimitri?
that dude in a
Dimitri, you
while.
got to come out.
Come on, man.
Thursday, we might have some huge show going on. I can't release it yet, but Thursday might be a big event, huge event. So, listen, let's get into the
Huge is
2-minute
an
drill.
understatement.
2-minute drill. Let's get into some sports, y'all. Let's get into some sports. 2-minute drill brought to you by Joe Applewhite. Joe Applewhite Realty. 713-291-5270. If you're looking to move in Houston or the surrounding area, this guy is the man. Unbelievable realtor. Take care of you. And if you mention Sports with Balls, he is going to take care of your move for you, and it will help you pack the boxes. I
want a picture of it.
No, we got to. We got to. Okay. Johnny, you need a new house. Johnny, you get Joe's gonna pack up Johnny's house. We're ready to go.
That would be fantastic.
So listen, some breaking news came out a little bit ago. The Olympics, the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, are a go. And they came out and said, despite COVID, whatever, we're going to do it regardless. We don't care.
Did they say exactly when this is
Yes,
happening?
July 23rd, 2021, the Tokyo Olympics are happening regardless of the pandemic.
So the 2020 Olympics are happening in 2021.
There you go. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah. No, I mean, you did a great job explaining it. I'm just saying. Just think
That's
about
it.
that, the 2020 Olympics in 2021. so.
One of my favorite college football players ever, Johnny Manziel, and I cannot stand Texas A&M.
No,
But
I can't
this
either.
kid was amazing to watch in football. Like, he was flat out phenomenal to watch.
Yeah.
In the news, I guess The Rock has contacted him to play in the XFL since The Rock bought the XFL.
Yeah.
And Johnny said, no, thank you.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll give Johnny Manziel credit. He
Dude,
knows
why
when
would
to
he
stop.
do that? I would love to see Johnny in the XFL.
No, I think Johnny's. I don't.
He's got oil money apparently.
Well,
like,
and I don't think I don't think he cares about football at this point. I think
No.
he just wants to move on with his life, which I don't blame him.
Another huge news here in Houston, Deshaun Watson signing his contract extension, which people didn't really, it's a contract extension.
Correct.
So we have him for 6 more years, not
Correct.
4, because the deal was for, what was the deal for?
So the original deal that they have is 4 years, 156. So 4 years, 156 million is the deal, and like you said, that's on top of the 2 that they have remaining in his
Yeah.
rookie contract. So the deal actually won't kick in for another couple years, which is kind of similar to what Patrick Mahomes did. I mean,
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes signed that. Everybody's like, oh, he signed a big 10-year deal. Well, it's actually a 12-year deal because he's going to continue playing on his rookie deal.
Exactly. I think people misunderstood, like when they said 4-year deal, they thought that we only had him for 4 years. No, it's on top of his other 2-year deal.
Correct.
So we have Deshaun Watson for 6 years.
Correct.
Texans got their quarterback. Good job for them. One of the weirdest stories that I've seen in a very, very long time, Djokovic,
That was weird.
the
dude.
tennis player, U.S. Open, got disqualified. The number 1 player in tennis got disqualified for hitting. Are they called umpires?
Yeah.
They're called for hitting
Or a line judge is what they call
judge.
them. Yeah.
Hitting a line judge in the face with a tennis ball.
That was weird. I saw the video of it, and it was after a frustrating sequence for Djokovic. So he was, a little irritated, a little upset. Grabs his racket, and as everybody, I don't know if you ever watched tennis, but they always They
grab a couple balls, hit a couple back.
Correct. They test them out and whatever, and they hit him back. Well, I guess he just kind of like bullseye hit
Dude,
this line
nailed
judge,
this
a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she wasn't too happy. And
No.
in a weird sequence of events, they had the umpires come together and they DQ'd him from the tournament, the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Dude, this is
Well, and
this is
especially-
amazing because they put on all this event, they got to get ready for it because
Right.
of COVID and no fans, and they got all this stuff going on, and you eliminate the number 1 seed, the only draw to the tournament. I
Yeah,
think.
Federer
Other
didn't
than
show
Serena,
up.
maybe.
Federer didn't show up. Nadal didn't show up. Yeah, I mean, you don't have fans in the stands, so there's your guy. Like, that's what people are going to watch and
He
see.
drilled a woman in the face with a tennis ball.
And, I know we talked about it before the show. You have all kinds of rules in sports that people kind of, okay. Like we talked about the inbound rule in NBA. How many times do you see guys step over the line in the NBA,
Sure.
but they don't call it?
Yeah.
This is a rule in tennis, but, I mean, come on. You could have deducted a point, whatever
They
you could
DQ'd
have
him,
done,
bro.
but they
Kicked
DQ'd him from
out
the
of
tournament.
Thomas
Crazy.
Quinlan, what's up, T? Miss you. I know my boy Johnny over there knows Big T. Big Thomas.
Yeah, baby.
Cubs fan. Cubs fan. Boo. Is there a boo button? Yeah, right on cue.
Can't boo the Cubs, man.
Listen, so
They're not in the Astros anymore, so you can still root for
are
them.
the Cubs winning? I don't even know the Cubs record. Like, are they doing well?
I don't know. Either.
Thomas, are the Cubs doing well? Like, I can't keep up with baseball now. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. But listen, let's get to the real topic of what everybody wants to talk about is these Rockets and what happened. And what I told everybody was exactly going to happen after game 1.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have people? It's funny people's reaction to you and the Rockets
Yes.
because you are just you're a Houston guy. Astros kind of Texans.
A Rockets fan? I'm a Rockets fan.
Rockets fan, but you're not just gung-ho like Rocket. I mean, you're
No,
just
I am
not.
gung-ho. Like, I'm so gung-ho. Like, I love the Rockets, and I wish they would have lost to Oklahoma City. I know that sounds awkward, but
It doesn't.
like,
I get
I
it.
got in an argument with a guy on Facebook today about it. It's like, listen, if you're a Rockets fan, is D'Antoni going to take you to the promised land?
No.
No, he's not.
Has he ever
Not at all.
taken any
You know
team
what the
to the
Rockets
promised
are?
land?
The Rockets are an LA Fitness basketball team.
Yeah, they're a pickup game.
That's it.
Yes.
You know, in fact, Russell Wilson came out today and said that he's just out there running around. There's no offense.
I wonder if D'Antoni, after he sees that, sits him down and says, "Look, dude, I can understand what you're going to, but that's not necessary to bring out in the public. It's just not. I don't think that's the right thing from a coach's standpoint. You want one of your players to basically say, number one, you have no control of your team, and two, you basically go into every game with no strategy.
What is their strategy?
But that's what I'm
Jackson
saying.
threes?
Well, that's what he's saying. Westbrook is saying we go into a game, we don't have a game plan.
Guess who the point guard for the LA Lakers is? Anthony Davis. He's bringing up the ball, right? And they have a strategy. They bring him up, they do a high pick and roll, and they get LeBron the ball, and then they do a couple of, they have plays, set plays for
Right.
certain people. The Rockets have 0 plays. They just throw the ball in, run around, kick it out to whoever may be open. And at halftime last night, I forgot who it was, but they were like, oh, this incredible pass by James Harden. James Harden got up in the air and had nobody to throw it to and literally just chunked it behind his back.
Yeah.
And there happened to be a guy right there, I think it was Tucker, that was wide open because they had collapsed on Harden. And they gave him credit for this incredible pass. Like, there's no offense.
Well, I think part of the problem that you have is, first off, when I looked at the numbers as far as what the percentages are, what the stats are for the first 2 games, your usage percentage player, so your player that is the offense is going through the most currently right now is Russell Westbrook. He's the highest usage percentage according to Basketball Reference. So my question is that what you want as a Rockets fan? You want the majority of the plays going through Russell Westbrook.
No, you don't. And,
No.
And listen, James Harden dribbles the ball, handles the ball twice as much as any other player. Like time of possession for him personally. And it's when LA won, the Rockets won the first game, blew some people out, right?
Yeah.
They were like, and I'd love to see all these people like, Rockets, small ball.
Right.
Like the LA can't keep up. LA was up 21 points with 10 minutes in the second quarter, all right? Aside from a 41-point third quarter, the Rockets were killed.
Well, what's going on now is I think what people's concern was when they signed Westbrook, which is, it's funny, during the regular season, I call him Russ. Russ seemed to be okay with being the second guy. Like, he seemed okay with
Not anymore.
the ball going through Harden, being a facilitator.
He looks uncomfortable.
Being a driver. Now it seems like when the playoffs started, he's
Dude,
like, I got to make up for lost time.
He's lost, and
he's
he just
taken
said
over.
it. And he just said it on it. Running around out there. Like I said, it's an LA Fitness team, and people are like, oh, no, the Rockets are amazing. They're going to get them next game with small ball. The Rockets will be lucky to win one more game.
I think they'll win one more. I think they will get one.
I can maybe give them one more game.
I think it'll go 6. I
Maybe.
think Lakers will win at 4-2. But I think they'll get one. But, yes, I do. One thing I thought which was BS from the Lakers standpoint, I think somebody had mentioned about the fact that they used game 1 to kind of feel out the Rockets. No, the Rockets just beat you in game 1. Rockets just came out flat out and just beat you.
They shot well.
So it wasn't, but like you've said, that's how it's going to be when you have a team that shoots the ball as much as they do from the three-point line. 92 three-pointers the Rockets have attempted so far games. 92. The Lakers, just as a comparison, the Lakers have shot
Dude.
65.
That is, listen, live by the 3, die by the 3. We get it. How does D'Antoni sit on the bench and watch them jack up whatever and whenever? Me playing in high school, and I know it was long time ago, whatever. But if you just jacked up a shot, your coach pulls you,
Correct.
right? Like down, like I said, LA Fitness style, and
Right.
jack up whenever, however, and if you make it, great, no problem.
Right.
But if you miss it, it's still great, no problem. They're just
Right.
like they get on the other end. I've said it time in and time out. The Rockets will live and die with Eric Gordon. If Eric Gordon scores 30 to
Yes.
35 points, Rockets will have a chance.
Yes.
And that's it. I mean, Harden's going to get his. Look, Westbrook had 5 fouls and I think 2 points last night.
Yeah. There's
Well, no, he had a 3. He might have 5 points.
there's two things about Russ. Did you ever watch that movie, A Beautiful Mind?
Yeah, I love that movie.
John Nash.
He was a little crazy.
Yeah. Westbrook.
Spurs. Oh man! Oh, he's
I like the hat,
he's wearing
though.
a Cowboys.
I like the hat,
He's
though.
wearing a
You're damn
Cowboys
right.
hat.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Look at this guy.
Got to go.
Hey, that's a smart guy. That's a smart guy.
Yeah.
But no, what I was saying about that, the reason I bring up A Beautiful Mind is because you look at John Nash in that movie and you go, that dude is either a genius beyond anything I can ever understand or he's a complete wacko.
Yep.
That's the way I feel about Russ. This dude may be like on another plane when it comes to the way he plays basketball, or he may just be crazy. And sometimes you get that genius part of him, and sometimes you get that crazy. In game 2, you got that crazy.
People thought I was crazy earlier today when I'm on Facebook. The Rockets were better with Capella because it gave them some sort of offense. It gave them somebody to go through.
It gave them
something-
balance.
Yeah, balance.
Correct.
And now they have 0. We have a 6'6" center in PJ Tucker, and just
Right.
run. And granted, listen, Tucker's amazing. His hustle, like I love that about him. But you're not gonna beat the Lakers. The Lakers were a number 2 seed barely. We were a number 6 seed, almost a 7 seed.
Yes.
You know, we're not close to the Lakers.
Well, and if you remember, Westbrook didn't play a lot when it came to those playing games. It was all Harden. Everything went through James. And as many problems as you and I both have with James, he still's the guy that you should be going through all the time, okay? And that's another one of the things I was going to bring. I remember when I played in junior college, my basketball coach pulled one of my teammates off the court. He had a terrible game, shooting the ball all the time. Pulled him off. I was sitting right behind the bench. He came over there and he goes, son, stop shooting the basketball. And he went back to the end of the bench. And that's what D'Antoni should do with Westbrook.
He'll
Go up
never
to him
do
and
that.
go,
D'Antoni's,
son, stop shooting the
D'Antoni's-
basketball.
His whole system is, son, shoot the basketball.
Well, he should say to Westbrook, hey, drive it. He's got 12 3-point attempts. Westbrook should not have more than 6, in my opinion.
He's
he
lost
should be
out there.
driving to the basket.
He's lost out there. The Rockets, they were hitting their threes the first game, which they made, 90? What'd you say?
The Rockets have attempted 92 3-pointers. 92 in 2 games, 92 3-pointers.
If anybody's listening to this, and you want D'Antoni to be our coach, you're an absolute
Well, again,
idiot.
we've talked about it. D'Antoni has not been. He's not his son's team. I think his son's team.
Has anybody
were
ever
more
won an
talented than the
NBA
Rockets
championship
team.
jacking 92
No,
three-pointers?
no.
Now, Golden State, awesome. Did they jack up 90 something? No, they didn't.
I'd have to look back on that. I don't know. But again, D'Antoni, I think, had a more talented team in Phoenix with Steve Nash and those guys, and he couldn't make it to the finals with them. What makes
And
you think he's going to take the Rockets
It's
to
not
the
going to
finals?
happen. It's not going to happen. And listen, they got Rondo back, and Rondo's energy coming off the bench for LA is ridiculous.
Hey, Rondo was the difference last night. I'm
He
a
was.
Rondo hater just because of what he
I
did to
love
the
that guy.
Mavericks.
I love his energy.
He basically gave up when he was on the Mavericks. He gave up. And the
Yeah.
Mavericks gave up
Listen.
some picks for him.
Is Rondo a little bitch sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. But, dude,
But
when he's
that-
on the floor, he hustles.
But that game last night, he made a difference for the Lakers. Absolutely, 100%.
Yep, he did. So we'll move on to Milwaukee. The Bucks finally pulled one out against Miami.
Without Giannis.
He left in the first quarter. His status for tomorrow is up in the air.
Yes.
I think if Giannis plays and he's 100% or even 90%, I really do think they come back in this series.
Well, that's the thing. Will he even be that? I mean, he may even be 60%. I mean, he may not be. He may not be even able to go.
If
And
he
if-
doesn't go, the series is over.
Well, that's why I said there goes my finals pick. I mean, I had Milwaukee going to the finals.
I have Milwaukee Clippers. I think we
Yeah,
both did.
yeah, Milwaukee. So, as much as I'd like for him to play,
But
I
you never
would.
know, and that's why they play these games. Milwaukee played great without him. They won without him. He left in the first quarter.
The Heat admittedly said after the game, they kind of, which, I mean, after
The
you lose
game-
the game, everybody starts making excuses. But the Heat said when Giannis went out, we kind of pulled back a little bit.
Yeah,
we
the game
expected
plan's
to win
well,
the
the
game.
game plan changes, right? You're not double teaming somebody. You know, you got to go to a zone. You got to do this, and you're like, who are you double teaming now? So the game plan's different. I still think that might be a trap game. I don't know what the line is for tomorrow, but that might be a trap game. I think I might even take Milwaukee on that. I don't know, but Miami looks incredible.
I did not see Miami happening like that. I just didn't.
If you were to take back the
just-
coach of the year from Toronto, I'd give it to Spoelstra now.
The way they've been playing, absolutely.
That
I mean,
guy-
I always
you
say,
know that was their first loss in the playoffs.
really?
That was their
I guess
first
I didn't know that.
loss in the playoffs. They hadn't lost a game.
Well, Spoelstra, I've said before, I said it last time we talked about it, I think. Jimmy Butler and Spoelstra are two of the most underrated superstars of their position in the NBA. Spoelstra won 2 championships. I don't care if he won with LeBron or not. He won 2 championships. How many people has LeBron kicked off that are coaches on his squad? He stayed. They won 2 championships. Jimmy Butler, that dude can ball.
You know,
Jimmy
you
Butler
asked
can
asked
play.
a couple of questions before we got going. Is Jimmy Butler a Hall of Famer?
I don't think at this point he is, no. But I think if he continues doing what he's doing, yes, I do.
I'd love to see his stats, like career-wise. I don't have him in front of me, but yeah, if he keeps going like that, Jimmy Butler. Listen, he came into the league. What was it, Georgia Tech? Where did he come? Marquette. Okay.
Yeah.
Defensive-minded.
Yeah, he was a
defensive
grinder.
player.
Yes, that
That's
dude was
it.
a grinder.
He really didn't have a
Yeah.
jump shot, didn't have
Right.
anything, and now he
Right.
turned himself into a scorer and a defensive player.
That dude
Watch
can
out.
ball. That dude
Watch
can ball.
out, for sure.
Ask Philadelphia. They missed him this year.
Yeah.
And it's the Heat minus 3.5.
Heat minus 3.5.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's tough.
Woo. This is where Vegas. This is exactly why I call it a trap game. This is where Vegas messes people up, because on the outside you're thinking Giannis is hurt. Of course, the Heat are going to blow him out.
Well, and you got to think last game, they went to overtime, and Milwaukee won it by 3, 118-115.
I that's a trap game. I don't even know if I did touch that game. I think I would just because of the way it's laid out. I would take Milwaukee money line, just because your odds are better.
Well, I would go Heat plus 3.5. Or what did I say? I'm sorry.
Minus 3.
Minus 3.5. Whew, okay. I said Heat minus 3.5. I think I'd take Heat minus 3.5.
See, I think the general public would say that, and that's why I call it a trap game.
Yeah. No, it can be. Absolutely. I mean, it could trap because of the way Milwaukee played.
Johnny's your team out, the other out of the playoffs.
Yeah,
So, you know, just
they're out.
keep pressing.
But I guarantee you, the Rockets.
Is there an OKC button over there?
No, there's not. Don't. That's the button.
Do you like Russell Westbrook? Like he does.
Hey, I wonder if the Rockets are rethinking that Chris Paul Russ trade.
Listen, the Rockets had their chance when Chris Paul pulled his hamstring up 3-2 versus Golden State. That ended it. That was it.
Would you give the Rockets a better shot with Chris Paul
Oh, yes.
right now
Leader of the
than
floor.
Russ? Yeah, I would too.
100%. He's
would
a
too.
leader. Like he knows how to do the clutch. He knows how to slow the game down. There's a process that, like I said, it's an LA Fitness team just running around chunking the ball everywhere, and whoever has the open 92 threes, bro.
92. They've made 36 of them.
The other game on the line. What are we at tonight? Like, is Toronto's playing right now?
Well, right now you got the Boston Celtics destroying Toronto, 82-52.
And that series is 2-2.
That series is 2-2. You're correct, yes. But Boston's destroying them right now, 82-52.
That's tough, man. Well, actually, we picked Toronto to go a little bit further. Toronto's a great. They're like Miami. They're a team.
Yeah.
They're an incredible team. And as a matter of fact, one of the best series. It might be boring. It's like watching the Spurs from a long time ago. But Toronto and Miami would be an incredible basketball series.
Yeah, because you got two. Well, I don't know. Boston's a good team, too, though. Boston plays a lot of team ball. They play well. I mean, other than Tatum, I guess Kemba Walker. But they don't really have a guy that just, some nights it's Tatum, some nights it's Kemba Walker. They don't have Haywood anymore. He's not playing. He's out. So you talk about a team effort. Brad Stevens.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think Brad Stevens is underrated, too, as a coach.
So Toronto and Miami would be – they're both just teams. They're team
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah.
That would be a fun series to watch. It's not Denver,
So would
Utah.
the Heat Celtics, though. Heat Boston would be fun to watch.
I think the Heat would destroy them. I really do. They're having a tough time with Toronto right now.
Man,
And
Boston,
Miami's almost the same team.
I think Boston could go to the finals.
Was that Lauren's long shot pick?
Boston? Was that
Because
what
we
you're
picked
asking,
the
Boston?
76ers.
Yeah, we picked so. I think it was Boston.
I think she
don't
might
know.
have said Boston.
Yeah.
Lauren, if you're watching, but
Yeah,
you're probably not.
let us-
And one time, At band camp?
Wow.
Lauren's a little busy.
Yeah, Lauren,
Thanks.
she's got stuff going on.
Welcome to Sports with Balls.
But you know what's funny, though, is how, remember when we talked about it, we said in the Eastern Conference, it's going to pretty much just be Toronto, Milwaukee. Like, it's a given. Like, we're just like, they're just going to go through it. And then the West is going to be more difficult. It's opposite.
Don't count Milwaukee out. I'm telling you.
Nah,
I think they win.
I'm counting Milwaukee
I think
out.
Milwaukee comes back and wins this next game, and Giannis has some rest, and then he comes back. And it's going to be a series. See,
I'm counting
telling
Milwaukee
you.
out.
I think the Lakers,
Milwaukee,
listen, y'all are going to
you're
be pissed
counted
off,
out.
but I think the Lakers will not lose another game. They're going to sweep the Rockets now.
So it's going to be 4-1.
Yes. They figured them out. They're good. Listen, aside from that 41-point third quarter, the Rockets were shit, bro.
Well, yeah. And who knows from the only thing I'll say about the Rockets, who knows what Rondo you get. If you get Rondo that you had game 2, the Lakers will sweep this. If you don't, I mean, I say sweep it the next
Did you see
3.
the dunks LeBron had? I can't stand LeBron. But dude, he was
That
hitting
two-handed
his
block-
head like on the
Well,
rim.
he did the one run where he did the two-handed block, and then he went down and got an and one.
Dude, I think they have the Rockets number, man. I really do, and it's classic Rockets basketball. Everybody's fired up. They beat the Lakers game 1. Oh wow, like championship team. Oh, they're playing small ball. They're gonna run all over. Watch.
Yeah.
Lakers were up 21. The Rockets got worn out in the third quarter, scoring 41 points, and it showed in the fourth quarter. Wore them down. Boom. They won by 9.
Tomorrow's Lakers -5.
Lakers all day.
Lakers -5.
What's the over/under?
Don't nobody understand the words that are coming out of
225 and a
saying.
half. 225 and a half.
Over.
But see, the thing about that, though, is if you have a Lakers win, that's probably going to be, I mean, you're talking about a low-scoring game.
Well, no, I mean, not necessarily. Like the Lakers have to keep up with the Rockets. Like, they're going to shoot, you know what? You just said 92 3-pointers in the first 2 games. Let's keep track of those. On Thursday, when we come back on the show, I want to see how many 3-pointers they have jacked up.
Well,
And
if you
where
go
they
by,
are.
I'm terrible with math, but if I go
At
by that number
point,
right there,
it should be 3-0.
it's about
or
45 and a
3-1.
half that they're shooting per game the first 2. So, I mean,
And how many total shots?
yeah. Oh, their total shots, I mean, they're chunking it up. But you also got to think this, too. James Harden shot 25 free throws last game. 25. Or no, I'm sorry. Over the first 2 games, he shot 25. Russ has shot 12.
It doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't
But
matter.
it does, though, because Russ is a driver. He should be going to the hole. And when you go to the hole, you get fouled. You go to the free throw line.
Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 6.
All right.
Rockets win another
Done
one.
deal. Done deal. We got a couple people to thank now that we halfway through the show already.
Damn.
I'm going to hand it over to you with your incredible construction concepps.
I know, man. You're tripping out about that construction concepts, but I just like the fact
It sounds
that
like the Howard Stern thing.
what Howard Stern thing? What Howard Stern thing? Did I miss this?
Where he's, have you not seen the Howard Stern movie?
Oh, I have. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I've seen that thing.
Lauren's not here, so
That's a good one. But yes, construction concepts. You know Mark, Josh, great guys. Man, I saw Josh the other day. He's on the picture. He's like, I mean, those things do stuff all around. I mean, they, as far as charities go, and just
they're everywhere.
part-
They're
I
at
mean,
award shows. Mark Boardman gave a speech the other night.
a speech.
Yes.
What for?
And I never took Mark as a speech guy, but he gave a speech at some award ceremony, and it was he did fantastic, apparently. Sent me a video, but it was too long.
Well, we're talking about Mark and
Sorry,
Josh.
Mark.
Construction Concepts. Construction Concepts is changing corporate culture one design at a time, from hospitality, corporate, luxury, retail, and medical facilities. Their team of experts can update or create a space that exceeds your expectations. Give them a call at 713-589-2682 or check them out on buildithouston.com.
There it is. There it is. You know, Mark was out there. We talked earlier. He was out there for that boat parade in Austin.
Wow. That sounded like it.
And listen, I've been on a bunch of boats. I have a boat in Florida. Like, parents have, like, why would you
Bragger.
take a bass?
Johnny, put that on his bragging montage.
Golly. So why would you?
a boat out in Florida. You want to hear about it? I'll tell you all about it.
It's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life.
That's okay.
Okay, anyway, you were saying a story. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I'm done.
Oh, I made him mad.
I'm done.
Johnny, I made
but
him mad.
because they said that a bunch of boats, like whatever, sunk.
Yeah.
Why are you taking a bass boat out on Lake Travis when there's 400 other boats and you put 7 people on a bass boat and load like 3 or 4 of them up front? So there's 3 or like the waves that the other boats make are they're ridiculous. And you know, I'm not saying they're ignorant. I'm not saying that at all. But just
Kinda.
Kinda.
You're saying it without saying it.
That doesn't make sense.
It's not something that you would want to do.
No, and by the way, for y'all that were out there, Lake Travis, Conroe, Clear Lake, whatever, hope y'all had a good time. Thank you for paying attention. I know it's Labor Day weekend. I know everybody's at home, probably hungover. That's why we got White Claw. Oh,
Yeah.
White Claws.
Oh,
Does that make us look bad?
We're gonna get comment.
We did do a
on it.
tequila shot though, so
We did.
You're
You're gonna get a comment.
I got a little
though.
hair on my chest.
We'll get comment on it. Somebody will say something. Guarantee it that we're drinking.
Matt
that.
Kelso, what you mean? Cause they dumb. My boy Matt lives in San Marcos. He was grade below me. Went to military school together. Good guy though. Canyon Lake had a big one.
I'd love to hear about military school sometime.
Well, this
That
is
would be a
not
story.
the show. All right,
That would be
so
fantastic.
let's get into what's coming up Thursday night, bro. Finally. Thank you, Johnny. Man, we've been waiting all year for this and didn't know if it was coming. Preseason was canceled. No Hall of Fame game. No nothing. Thursday night,
No fun.
7:20, which, by the way, we're going to move Thursday night show from 6 to 7. So we'll be on live at 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock.
We're
And
gonna
we'll
move
give
it
you
from
the
7 to 6. You said we're gonna move it from 6 to 7. We already do 7 o'clock.
Dude, I hate you, bro. Like,
Hey, I'm here to make sure that
Lauren!
this train runs on schedule.
Where's Lauren? So we are moving. What is it?
You said we're moving the show from 6 to 7. We're already going at 7. We're moving it from 7 to 6.
We're moving the show from 7 to 6 on Thursday night because Texans and Chiefs start at 7:20 Thursday night. NFL is back. Deshaun Watson with the new contract. Pat Mahomes with the new contract. Travis Kelce with the new contract. David Johnson in the backfield. What's your feel on this game? And by the way, for you guys that don't know, the opening line on this game was Chiefs
-1.5.
minus 9.5, which we agreed before the game or before we got on air. A 10-point spread in the NFL is ridiculous.
Crazy.
Double-digit spread is retarded. But from what happened last season and them outscoring us 51 to like 10
Yes.
after the second quarter, like, what's your feel on this game?
My feel is that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to come out and blow them away. I think they're going to cover. That's my thought.
I think the over-under is 56.
I think they'll cover. Yes, I do. I mean, they're going to be on the night that they're. The only thing I think that will affect
And Kansas City has fans. They're allowing 20,000 fans.
But it's not the usual Arrowhead
No, 20,000 fans
stadium
is not-
going
yeah,
crazy.
yep.
So I think that's going to affect it a little bit. But, man, you got the Chiefs defending Super Bowl champs. They just got their rings. They're going to have a ceremony beforehand. You got the team that they came from behind on in the playoffs. I mean, I just think the Chiefs are going to be ready
by the
to
way,
knock
Lauren
them
Leal
out.
just chimed in.
Oh,
Hey,
wow.
guys, Texans Chiefs, can't wait.
What was it? Who is it? Lauren?
It was Lori.
Lauren. Laura.
Lori or Laura?
Lauren.
Lauren.
Lauren. Yeah.
Lauren Leal.
Lauren with an N.
Lauren Leal.
Yes.
What's up, Mikey Molden? I know you joined in. Listen, we got a big call from Michael Molden coming in about 10 minutes. Cannot wait for him to call in. LA boy. You know, as a matter of fact, this dude got me on the field with Jerry Jones. I took pictures of Jerry Jones.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I mean, you've never been there, and you're a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
He said go Cowboys, but Mark Boardman just chimed in, and you missed the
Yeah.
dot. Do the .com.
I only do it once a show. I'm
All right.
sorry. You should pay attention and be
Do it
here the
again.
whole show.
We'll do it again. So, Chiefs, Texans in Arrowhead, minus 9.5. Chiefs, 20,000 fans. You say blowout.
Oh, yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I say that. Just because I think the Chiefs are going to be fired up.
I think
man.
the Chiefs will cover, but I say 14-point game, not a blowout.
I mean, in the NFL, 14 points. I mean, that's a big that's a big
Not
spread,
the way
isn't
the
it?
last season ended, though.
Well, that's
I mean,
true.
you know,
That's
you
true.
you go
But we're gonna get more next show, right? Thursday.
Thursday
We're gonna
night. We're moving it from 7 to 6, so
There you go.
so we can
You're
get it
playing
on.
along. But we got all other kinds of big news though, as far as the NFL.
I know where he's going, guys. I know where he's going, and I know Mike's gonna be fired up. We can get to the Cowboys. So
We can do that. Okay.
I asked this
Cool.
question on
Let's do
Facebook
it.
earlier on Sports with Balls. Go to Sports with Balls, follow us. I asked this question earlier about the Dallas Cowboys. Where do you think they're going to end up,
As far as record goes?
record-wise?
I mean, without sitting here and really going through it, which I'm going to before our next show, but right now, just off the top, I'm thinking they're going to be NFC East champs. I think that they are
But
going
you got Philadelphia,
be Philadelphia,
the
New York.
Washington. It's not the Washington team.
Yes.
Um,
Washington football team.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
I actually like their helmets though.
You know what? I will say,
The helmets are cool.
it looks cool though.
It looks like old school.
When I see those colors, I want to throw up and vomit. But yes, it looks cool though. For like the change, I like it though.
And by the way, Mike, you didn't convert me to a Cowboys fan. No, although me and Mark had a great time. We man, look. So, have you been to Cowboy Stadium?
I have, yeah.
Okay, so you know where the players run down the.
Yes.
Me and Mark were standing in the middle. Where
That's
they're
awesome,
running
dude.
down. Like we're like woo, and there's
That's
a bar
awesome.
right there, but we're in the middle, and the security guard wouldn't mess with us because we were Jerry Jones. So they're running past us. We have drinks in our hand. We're just high fiving. I'm not a
Johnny.
Cowboys fan, but that was pretty cool.
Johnny,
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life.
second story that goes on the bragging montage
Well,
of
Texas don't
Jeff
have
Michael.
that. They're like whatever. My listen, my wiener dog won the
I'm glad you
initial
finished that.
wiener dog races at the Texans game. So,
Okay. Well, tell us
on
something.
the
I mean,
field.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Ricky Bobby. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. That's a cool little
So
dog.
you say Cowboys?
I'll say
what-
they'll be NFC East champs. I'm thinking 11-5 is my thought. I can tell you this:
Oh.
ESPN did a simulation, and they think they're going to make it to the NFC Championship game, which I could very much see that happening. I mean, there's
absolutely obnoxious.
here's the thing: they have no doubt one of the most talented rosters in the NFC, Dallas Cowboys right now, which I know they've had before. I get it.
Yes.
But they've got a new coach. They've got new coaching staff. They've got guys.
So, new
they
coach means what?
New coach means you don't have an idiot in charge of the team, which is what Jason Garrett was. He was a moron. Jason Garrett is.
How you feel up there, Johnny, with Jason Garrett and the Giants?
Yeah, you're gonna love him. I'm gonna love
You're
him
gonna
on the
love
Giants.
him.
I'm gonna love him on the Giants because what he's gonna do is he's gonna throw when he shouldn't throw. He's gonna run when he shouldn't run, and he's gonna clap him to death. I don't know if he's
Johnny,
gonna be upstairs in the
first
booth
time,
or on
I
the
gotta look at the
sideline.
NFL schedule, but
he's
the
gonna
Giants,
clap.
when the Giants are playing the Cowboys, we're going to his house, like, and they're gonna win.
I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that because I'm wondering if they're going to show him if he's going to be up in the booth, if they're going to show him clapping. So they
11
just
and
threw an
5.
interception. He's going to clap.
11-5.
The redheaded clapper.
Dak plays the whole season.
Yeah, I think so. I think he does. Yeah, absolutely. Dak. One thing about Dak, I have lots of problems with Dak, but one of the things about Dak is that dude is solid. That dude will play every game. That dude does not get injured, and I say that watch him get injured. But
Thank you.
He does not get injured. Well, you got Andy Dalton behind him.
So I've stayed steadfast in this. Dak will get ankle, knee sprain, whatever it is, and he'll sit out a couple games. Andy Dalton will come in, win those games, and they will not pull Andy Dalton. Dak will sit out, waiting on his contract, not trying to get hurt.
I mean, that'd be a huge story if that happens.
I actually think
like you need the Dallas Cowboys to
I
have
actually
something like
think
that happen to be
with
a huge
Dak
story.
Prescott as the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, they're going to go 8-8. I think if Andy Dalton was the quarterback, they'd go 10-6.
If the Cowboys go 8-8 with Dak as a quarterback, Dak is not going to get the money he thinks he's supposed to get.
Exactly my point.
Well, look, I was said whenever Deshaun Watson got this, my irritation is whenever Deshaun Watson, everybody thought, or the people that I read thought, Dak gets this, or Deshaun got this contract, and that upped the price for Dak. And you ask me, Deshaun deserves that. Dak does not. I mean, that comes
That's what
out
I'm
to be about
saying.
$40 million a year is what that comes out to be. And I don't think Dak is that player. I just don't.
He's not. He's not even close, and that's why I'm saying they're going to go 8-8 with Dak. If Dak's fully healthy, they'll go 8-8, and people are going to ask for they're going to be pissed. What has Dak done in Dallas?
Well, don't as much as I am not a huge fan. Dak has gone 13-3 his first year. He's been to the playoffs. They have been a good team. They have not been a great team.
If you're talking 13-3 is his first year, then you're a Garrett fan. Like, you're not giving the coach any credit? Or was
Sure,
that all
yeah.
Zeke?
You want me to give
Zeke
Garrett
had
credit? Okay, sure.
Is that when Zeke
He-
did 1,600 yards?
He did a decent job of coaching the team when they did that. Yes, absolutely. I'll give him somewhat of a credit for going 13-3 with the team, but that was the only time that this team that has had talent on it has been remotely look like they were the best team of football.
The Dallas
So yes, I'll give
Cowboys-
Jason credit for that one season. Yes.
Was that the year of the catch? Or
No, that
catch?
wasn't the catch. That wasn't the year of the catch. No. Don't get me started.
I don't think the Dallas is gonna look like there's too many. Look, the gelling prospect. Like, I love Houston, and I love the Houston Oilers back in the day. I'm not a Texans fan because of the front office. And
I can
the
understand
front
that.
office alone. And I'm glad they locked Dak Prescott. I mean, not Dak Prescott, but Deshaun Watson up
Yes.
for, we've got it for 6 years. Our first time we have a franchise quarterback. And I totally get that. But you got rid of your franchise wide receiver to get your franchise quarterback. Now, can you protect him? I told you this before. I think they're more talented now than they've ever been. The Texans, in my opinion, the division is, the division is tough. And Indianapolis is a beast. And Jacksonville got rid of Fournette, so I don't know if they're in a rebuilding stage, so we might win those 2 games. But
I don't think Tennessee will be as good as they were last year. I don't think that. I don't think Tennessee's going to go to the AFC Championship game. I don't think that's going to happen.
it's the Texans and Tennessee in the division, right? So,
But who knows what Phillip Rivers is going to be in Indianapolis? I mean, Phillip Rivers had an extremely talented team in San Diego last year. I would say he probably had a better team in San Diego than he's going to have in Indianapolis. But he didn't do anything in San Diego. So, I mean, just because the Colts signed Phillip Rivers doesn't mean that now they're going to go to, they're going to go to the AFC Championship or to the Super Bowl.
I think, but if you play 2 games versus each division opponent, I think we'll split Indianapolis. We'll win both games in Jacksonville or against Jacksonville. We'll probably split the Tennessee games. The Texans will be lucky to be 10-6. We start off against Kansas City, bro. I think the first 4 games of the Texans' schedule is just ridiculous.
Well, here's a question. And as we know in the NFL, quarterback rules the day. That's why it's the highest paid position. That's why the quarterback. So who has a better quarterback in the AFC South? Who has the best quarterback in the AFC South?
Okay.
If you have to hesitate, then you're not really paying attention.
It's
The
not
Texans
that.
have the best quarterback in the AFC South.
I get that. But if Bill O'Brien,
and shoulders.
But if Bill O'Brien steps in like he usually does, it doesn't matter how good Deshaun Watson is. Like, you're only limited in what you can do. Like, last year, everybody thought he was amazing. Dude, they were playing flag football out there. He said, hut 1, he's out there. He goes 1 read, 2 read, and then it's flag football.
Because he didn't have it aligned.
Yes, and then we gave what's his name?
Tunzel.
The big contract. So
Yes.
hopefully he can protect him.
So I don't understand why Texans.
Who's better, the Texans or Cowboys?
Cowboys. But the reason I say that quick because of the
They're not
talent on
playing
the
this year, are
roster.
they? That
Because
would
the
be a
talent
good
on the
game.
roster. But
What?
if you have Deshaun Watson on the Cowboys are Super Bowl favorites.
Now that I can agree with,
Cowboys are Super Bowl favorites,
especially
with
with the
Deshaun Watson.
coach.
Yes.
Like, I mean, that
Yes.
is hands down because of the coach. Like, you are Super Bowl favorites 100%.
And then we can have a realistic conversation. You put Dak on the Texans, then we could debate on if the Texans have the best quarterback in the AFC South with Dak on there. But with Deshaun, they have the best quarterback in the AFC South. And a quarterback is what wins you football games.
I agree.
doubt.
I agree.
No doubt. And that is
But that's a good point. You put Deshaun Watson on the Cowboys. Yeah,
they're Super Bowl favorites.
Super Bowl champs.
They're Super Bowl favorites. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're Super Bowl favorites. Like, they're the odds-on favorite to win it. No doubt.
I agree. Well, we're waiting on my boy Mike to call here. He's going to get in here in a second. Thank you guys for watching Sports with Balls. We appreciate y'all. I know it's been a long weekend over Labor Day. Lauren, I hope you're getting better. We know you feel ill, sick. She's got she's under the weather, I guess. Under the weather. So
Caught.
we're sitting here.
Yeah.
We're doing it at Christian's Tailgate without Lauren.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It is. It's kind of I don't know. The more I think about it, the more depressed I get. So I'm trying not to think about it.
No. I do have a question for you. I think Mike's calling in. Let's see if we got Mike. Mike, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
What's up, Mikey?
How you
up, Mike?
doing, man?
Hey, welcome to Sports with Balls. Sitting over here with Grant. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to know I got my boy Grant. We got a Cowboys fan here, so we got you outnumbered, bro.
Hey, that's right. You're damn right. So tell me what you think. Then I don't know if you had something to say, but I'll get right into it. As a Cowboys fan, would you rather have Dak or Deshaun?
Deshaun.
Thank
all
you.
Day.
Nah, I mean,
All day.
he brought up a good point. If Deshaun Watson's on the Cowboys, they're Super Bowl champs, probably.
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt. I mean, both the guys, they seem like just such both stand-up guys, a lot of character. But Watson, man, he just seems like more of a complete package.
Well, and that's where my frustration
Stand-up
goes.
character.
Whenever you
Dak
say,
got punched out in a parking lot.
come on. I mean,
did.
I mean, well, okay. So what does that mean? The line of guys
He's
that have gotten
got a
punched
hater.
out are formed to the left. So
Well,
I mean, that
he's hanging
happens.
out with Zeke, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He'll jump into the bucket.
Well, and Mike, that's the problem is that whenever you say you're not a huge fan of Dak, you almost kind of have to say, but hey, he's a great teammate, he's a great leader, he's a great character guy, all that stuff. It makes it seem like you don't like him as a person, and I like Dak as a person. I just don't think he's the guy that's going to take him to the Super Bowl.
Mike, you being in Dallas, have you ever met Dak in person?
I haven't, but I mean, I've stood, 2 feet from him, and the dude he's thick as all get out.
He's
you know?
built.
And so, yeah, he really is, man. He's a sturdy brother.
He's a big cat.
He's a guy. This is what Mike was telling you. He got us down on the field. We went down there
Yeah,
and
yeah,
took all the pictures.
yeah, yeah.
I swear to y'all,
You've told me multiple times
I swear
today. You told me all about it on several occasions.
What an,
Hey, have I told you about the time I was
swear to
hanging out with
listen,
Jerry Jones?
so,
it was awesome.
I'm sitting down there and we're all taking pictures, whatever. And I'm like, Jerry Jones is down there, and Mike's dad is like, hey, this is Jeff Michael. His mom was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. And then I swear to you, Jerry Jones looks up and goes, oh yeah, when? I swear. And we looked up. I was like, oh my god.
Which one?
He's running through his Rolodex like, what year was that? Let me think here.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Mike, let
knows it well.
me ask you this. He was asking me, what do you think Cowboys' record, what do you think as far as what they're going to end up this year?
Well, you guys were mentioning the catch a second ago. That was my son's first year to watch football. He's 3 years old, and he watches the catch. He sees not Dak, sorry, Dez make the catch and then not catch it, right? But he caught it, and so my son just started crying. And I said, son,
Oh.
you're going to be a Cowboys fan. You better get used to this feeling.
That's a good point. Good point.
So, it's hard to see him. So I was like, man, it's hard to see him get past the 10-6 team. I wish they could do more. There's a lot of talent there, but, it's hard for me to believe him past 10-6 right now.
Well, I think Mike McCarthy gives you at least 2 extra wins that Jason Garrett wouldn't give you. Jason Garrett lost games for them last year.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a really good point. And he was by far the most conservative coach it seems like in the league. So we need someone who's got, as you guys would say, some balls in there to get, have to pull the trigger a little bit more.
And Mike
Hey,
McCarthy's
Mike-
got it, that's for sure.
On a different subject, me and you talked earlier this afternoon about the NBA. Your thoughts on Westbrook?
Bro, Westbrook, I was like, if this guy would show up, you guys would have a squad, here. But I think the most telling thing for me, what I saw last night, was him walking into the game, and he's wearing a prison jumpsuit.
He was? I didn't see that. Did he really?
He was wearing a prison jumpsuit, all orange with some patches on it. And I'm like, something's going on with this dude because, he's an artist. Westbrook's an artist. He's going to express himself with what's going on, and he's wearing a prison jumpsuit. I'm like, man, this guy's not in a good mental state.
He's not all right.
Something's going on with this dude in his personal life or something because he's not showing up to the game. The way this guy was just chunking the ball and turning it over, I mean, I think you said earlier, Jeff, it's like he's playing a LA Fitness game. Like, what's going on?
He was confused out there for sure, and he came out earlier this afternoon, right before we came on air, and he said that he's just running around out there. Like, that's it. He's just lost. And you kind of saw that last night. He is.
He was lost, and he was sweating profusely. It was like a bizarre kind of sweat, too. I was like, what's going on with this cat, man?
Well, so you're over in Atlanta now, and I got a question for you. I was going to bring this up a second ago. Tom Brady and Drew Brees are squaring off Sunday afternoon, and they're in the same division now. who wins this division? You've seen
Man.
these guys play. Have you been to both Super Bowls when they played?
Yeah, I've been to about 9 Super Bowls.
Okay, you thought I was bragging.
No, so isn't when you're supposed to, after you brag, aren't we supposed to like switch the conversation to Ricky Bobby now?
Yeah,
so let's talk
yeah.
about Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, Ricky Bobby won National Wiener Dog champ.
Man, I'm a longtime Saints fan, so it's hard to not go against Breeze. But you know, it's like Brady. At the end of the day, he's this guy that you hate, but he's kind of the GOAT, man. He just wins. So I don't know, bro. It's gonna be hard to go against Brady.
I can't believe that game is not Sunday night. We were talking about this a second ago. Like the lineup. What's the Sunday night games?
Sunday night game was going to be.
The Sunday night games are ridiculous. They're terrible.
Well, Steelers Giants
Steelers Giants is the early one.
Yes, and then you have Titans Broncos.
Titans Broncos is the late one. Like, and Brady and Breeze are playing in Sunday afternoon. Like, wow. I mean, who's not going to pay attention to that game?
Yeah, really. So what do you think?
I think Breeze is going to win. I don't think Brady's going to be. Whenever there's a team that has so much talent and so much hype, they never live up to that hype. And I think that there's going to be some, turmoil within the locker room and too many. Too many Chiefs? Not enough Indians? Is that what it is? So I just think there's too many hotheads in there. And if Brady throws the ball to Gronk too many times, Mike Evans is going to be pissed. I just don't think he can spread the ball around enough for people to be happy.
I
don't know, man. Bruce Arians likes him to let the ball loose, so he might have fun over there. He's got something to prove too, without being under his coach.
Deshaun Watson in Tampa Bay would be fun to watch.
Yeah, that would be.
That would be fun. But hey, Mike, I appreciate you calling in, man. I love you.
Thanks, Mike.
Have fun down in Atlanta. We'll catch up soon, and man, hopefully you can call back anytime.
Yeah, thanks, but I love what you guys are doing. Y'all take care.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Mike.
You too.
Bye.
Love that dude.
Good to hear from a Cowboys fan.
We used to play basketball. You know what? I'm not even going to into it because you're going to say something.
Wow, I've gotten to that point, where you won't even tell me a story.
Hey, 7:52. We're running up against it. We got to get to today in history. And listen, if you forget, was it Tosin?
Tosin. If you forget his name again, jeez Louise. Tosin, my boy. Tosin's my boy, man.
Maybe I should do the Tosin read. Since you do Mark Boardman's read, maybe I should do the Tosin read.
We can do that next time.
All right, you go ahead.
So, this segment.
Hey, hold on. I got a Hinge notification.
Yeah, check that out while I do this.
Kristen.
This segment is brought to you by Texas AV Productions.
You don't want to see who Kristen is?
No, I'm professional podcasting here.
Tosin.
Texas AV Productions
Fine.
is your event partner for all things live production, setup, designing, installation, corporate events, concerts, and touring support.
See,
Jeff?
what if me and Kristen end up hooking up and we need Tosin?
Well, you know what? I saw some videos of some stuff that they did as far as wedding
wedding
goes.
parties?
It was awesome, dude. Like, they throw events,
Well,
man.
does that mean I should reply to Kristen?
I don't know. Find out. We'll see.
Tell her I know a great wedding planner.
That'll end that conversation real quick. Call Tosin. Call him at 281-241-7520 and check him out online at txavpro.com to book your next event. If you mention Sports with Balls, you receive a free consultation plus 10% off your total bill, which could be quite a bit of money.
Yes.
So
depending on how Kristen, I don't know what her weddings are like.
Their 20 years of experience can make any event unforgettable. Tosin does a great job. Contact him.
Tosin, you the man.
TXAV Pro. TV.
Boom.
Texas AV Productions.
Okay. Today in history, you got history for us?
Shit. I got history out the ass.
Yeah, baby.
Today's September 7th, 2020.
Joe loves this segment. Today in history is brought to you by Joe Applewhite, Joe Applewhite Realty, 291.
I don't know. You want to hot jack my segment?
713-291-527. He loves this segment.
Shout out to Joe. Joe was a history guy, I guess, in school.
His wife's watching. He's not, so.
September 7th, 1979.
I was 2.
Did you know the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, which we like to know as ESPN. Made its debut in 1979 today. ESPN was huge for me growing up.
Oh, I mean, That
Huge.
changed sports for
I loved
everybody.
ESPN.
When you could get updates.
It was fantastic.
1 hour, like sort of like what we're doing.
Correct. Now it's trash.
Sports
But
with balls.
ESPN was great back in
Ooh,
the
I
day.
like that jab.
It is.
Oh,
Is ESPN
man.
anything like it used to be?
No, not at all.
No. Okay, that's my point.
Like it's like MTV.
Correct. Yes. I don't even. What's going on? Are
Exactly.
we going to talk about sports, or are we going to talk about other stuff? You know
Well, I
what
was
I mean?
comparing old MTV that was badass
No,
to
no, no.
MTV now.
I'm talking about ESPN now.
Dude, I'm
Are
not
they going to talk
talking
about
you anymore.
sports?
Johnny, can you just cut his mic out?
No, you don't, because this is going to be awesome. September 7th, 1986. Did you know that Dan Marino threw his 100th career touchdown pass and became the fastest QB in NFL history to do so?
That dude was a beast.
That's one guy. The list is long
They
as far as
should give him a
MLB,
Super Bowl
yes,
ring.
MLB, NFL, NBA guys that should have won a championship. That dude should have won.
I think he played either 19 or 20 seasons. He went to the Super Bowl his rookie year.
Never went back.
Never went back.
And he even said, I've heard him interview before, said, I got spoiled by that. I
Yep.
thought that would just happen. And it didn't happen. So
The only other quarterback that I could compare to Dan Marino is Warren Moon. Just gunslinging, just throw
Yeah.
the ball, put it on a dime. Warren Moon has more career yards than anybody in history. If you rack up all his ABA.
well, we
things
talked
up.
about it. I can debate
Or AFL.
Warren Moon on whether or not he should be in the Hall of Fame or not.
He is.
I know he is, but I can debate you whether or not he shouldn't be. I don't think he should be.
Dude,
I don't
we're
think
gonna
Warren Moon-
lose
Hey, look,
viewers. Can you
I
get
don't,
back
I
to
don't
history?
think. Hey, you'd be shocked at who else I don't think should be in the NFL Hall of Fame. September 7th, 2003.
Roger Staubach.
No, Roger Staubach should absolutely be in the NFL Hall of Fame. What are you talking about? September 7th, 2003, U.S. Open men's tennis. Andy Roddick wins his only Grand Slam title at the U.S. Open.
That's awkward.
Like, I thought Andy Roddick. I remember
5,
coming.
6,
Oh, dude, he was like
something in there.
he was like the USA. he
Going
was
to
gonna
the
be
tennis
Pete
team.
Sampras.
2 tennis mentions today. Djokovic getting kicked out. And,
Yep.
yeah, Andy Roddick was a staple.
I thought he was going to be the
Yeah,
shit.
for sure.
September 7th, 1992, you had two things happen. One, MLB commish Faye Vincent resigned. And then
remember.
you had former owner of the Milwaukee Brewers, Bud Selig, appointed interim commissioner. Did you know this, though? Bud Selig was the quote-unquote interim commissioner from 92 until he was officially made the
Well, like 10
commissioner
years?
in 98.
Yeah. I knew it was a long time.
That's crazy. He was the interim commish that long.
Well, they didn't know if they wanted to give him the job, basically.
I mean, it takes you 6 years to figure that out?
I mean, he was doing a good job. Wasn't that? I mean, that's right in the steroid era. Like,
Oh,
so they
that
were
was in the-
figuring
yes.
everything out. Like, how we're gonna do this? Can he
Yes.
handle this? Like, they were trying to figure out what. That's right smack in the middle of it.
That's yes, and that's what he's probably known for is being the
And that
commissioner
sucks
at that
because
time.
Bud Selig was a great commissioner.
Yes, he's a good guy. I like him. I didn't know him personally, but it seemed like he did. September 7th, 1991. See if you remember this name in college football. BYU QB Ty Detmer
Yes, love Ty.
passed for a
Tampa
career
Bay Buccaneers.
NCAA record 11,606 yards.
Ty Detmer was the bomb.
He was. I mean, when it came to like slinging the ball and throwing it around, Ty Detmer, that was the dude.
Ty Detmer and what's his name that threw the Hail Mary for Notre Dame?
Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie.
Well, he was at
Colorado.
Boston College.
Boston College. Yeah.
Well,
so
you're also talking about at Colorado. You're talking about. I was just about to tell it to you, and then I forgot. I'm going to be upset about that. He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can see. Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart. He did. Yeah. So, but I used to. Doug Flutie was just phenomenal. What was he? 5'9", 5'10"?
That's probably
Giving it to him.
Yeah,
giving
that's
it to
probably
him.
giving him some.
He had
space.
a cannon.
A couple birthdays to go over. 1908, Paul Brown, the great Paul Brown.
Yep.
Born in Norwalk, Ohio. 1968, Cowboy great Eric Williams, right tackle, born in Philly. 1980, Mark Pryor. Remember Mark Pryor?
First baseman, Chicago
No,
Cubs.
no. Pitcher. Mark Pryor was
Mark
a pitcher.
Pryor, the pitcher?
Yeah. San Diego, California.
Oh, I'm thinking of Mark Grace.
Yeah. You're thinking Mark Grace. 1988, Kevin Love was born in Santa Monica, California.
Separate your shoulder.
You know Kevin Love is the nephew of Mike Love, lead singer of the Beach Boys? Did you know that?
See, now that is an interesting fact.
Did you know
That's the
that?
coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my life.
It is. That's his uncle. That's his uncle.
The Beach Boys were the bomb.
And then we had two.
Wouldn't
then
it
we,
be nice?
Oh, I love the Beach Boys,
I
man.
know.
We had two recent deaths. 2008 on today, Don Haskins died.
Yep.
The great Don Haskins. You talk about dude who won when nobody's thinking he was supposed to win. That dude,
And then the big one,
Lou Brock.
Lou Brock.
Lou Brock died at 81. You know, I was looking at his career stats. This is what kind of got me talking about that as far as Lou Brock goes. 2-time World Series champion, 6-time All-Star, definitely a player. But, man, you look at his stats, it's not that impressive. He had a long career.
It's
he had a long career.
It's longevity with him.
But you don't look at it and go, wow, this dude is a Hall of Famer.
No. Well, listen, guys, 8 o'clock. Want to thank you guys for watching Sports with Balls. Yes, we did miss Leo.
I don't know. I forgot her name by now.
Lauren Leal.
I forgot.
She'll be back on Thursday, but want to thank you guys for paying attention to us. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you, Michael Malden, for calling in.
Yeah, Mike.
Mad love. Thank you, Grant Miles.
Nobody came in and took my offer.
Offer? We'll do shots.
far as the
We're going to go
drinks.
do shots. Thank y'all for watching Sports with Balls. We out. Peace.
Jump in my 6'4" and let the top dine. Trunk hitting hard when I swing through H-time. Cup full of oil and an orange kush sweet. Cause this is how we do it in that 713. My candy red paint cocked up on foe. Shocking and body rocking cause the south side ho. DJ Screw got me falling asleep. This is how we do it in that 713.